All right, the latest developments on one of the biggest intelligence leaks in U.S. history still unfolding. The whereabouts of NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden still unknown. We know he checked out of his hotel in Hong Kong yesterday, but as the manhunt continues, is there another threat on the horizon?
Absolutely. I mean, anybody in the positions of access with the technical capabilities that I had could, suck out secrets, pass them on the open market to Russia. They always have an open door, as we do. If I had just wanted to harm the U.S., that you could shut down the surveillance system in an afternoon. But that's not my intention.
Snowden had access to some of the country's deepest secrets at the NSA. Latest reports are that Russia may offer asylum to the 29-year-old high school dropout if granted. Is the U.S. in danger of more secrets being revealed? Joining me now on the phone is former Republican Congressman Ron Paul. Congressman, great to have you back on the show. Where do you think he is right now? Are you worried about that?
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm worried about somebody in our government might kill him with a cruise missile or a drone missile. I mean, we live in a bad time where American citizens don't even have rights and that they can be killed. But the gentleman is trying to tell the truth about what's going on. He's not defecting. There's no signs of that happening. It's a shame that we're in an age where people who tell the truth about what the government's doing gets into trouble. We have a CIA agent in prison today because he told us that there was torture going on in Guantanamo. So this is not good that the American people are spied on.
No, it's definitely not good.
And the secrets are kept. The government is secret. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the other way around.
But you heard the quote that we played at the very beginning where he talked about the fact that it would be easy for him to sell secrets to Russia, and that is a major concern today as well.
Yeah, but you also heard it said that wasn't his intent.
He could say anything, though. You feel confident that he's not going to do that?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, that would be my assessment. Yes, I do not think he wouldn't be doing it this way. He wouldn't make himself so vulnerable. No, I don't think for a minute that he's a traitor. What about you? Everybody's worried about him and what they're going to do and how they're going to convict him of treason and how they're going to kill him. But what about the people who destroy our Constitution? What kind of penalty are those individuals who just take the Second or the Fourth Amendment and destroy it? What do we think about people who assassinate American citizens without trials and assume that that's the law of the land? That's where our problem is. Our problem isn't with people who trying to tell us the truth about what's happening. I mean, Daniel Ellsberg did it. Daniel Ellsberg.
Hang on. You're asking how people feel about this. According to the Washington Post poll, 56% of Americans find the NSA program acceptable. And one of the greatest fears Snowden said in that same interview was that he was going to go through all this and the American public wasn't going to care about the fact that the government was spying on them.
There's some pretty good statistics out there. The American people are sick and tired of this overreach. And yes, the propaganda is out there that if you're not for NSA spying on people, then you're un-American, you're unpatriotic, and you hate America. That's all the propaganda. But what if you're a strict constitutional and civil libertarian? You'd have a different opinion. What about obeying the Constitution? What's so horrible about that?
Do you think the majority of Americans are disturbed by what they found out, and do you think that they will react and do something about it?
I think the majority are disturbed that they now know that the government knows everything about them. They keep all these records, and they're also, why can't this be connected to the IRS? Just think of this overreach, whether it's the IRS or reporters, AP reporters, or now this evidence that they spy on every single American to make us safe. No, people are starting to realize this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Your son called for a class action lawsuit against the federal government over this scandal. Do you support that? Do you think that's a good idea?
I think anything like that to call attention to it, I have not been overly confident about the court system. I emphasize the fact that the most important thing is the American people wake up and understand what liberty is all about, what the Constitution is about, and if they don't understand that, nothing will change it, because the government is a reflection of education, whether it's the courts, whether it's the presidency, the executive branch, or the congressional branch. They reflect the cliches and the teachings that they've had for 100 years, and unfortunately, it has undermined our system of liberty. And the Constitution as I was told once when I said we should never go to war without a declaration. Oh, that part of the Constitution is anachronism. That's what we're facing.
Okay.
So it's, to me, educating the American people and getting confidence back in their minds and hearts to believe that freedom can work and that the government can't take care of us, and we should not depend that the government can give us perfect safety and perfect security at the sacrifice of our liberty. It's a foolish trend, and I think, though, episodes like this do a lot to wake up a lot of people.
I hope you're right, Congressman. I hope you're right. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate your time. Thank you. Coming up.